AITA My parents demand that I pay them all of my salary after traveling expenses and I want to refuse. Not the a-hole. Hello everyone, I am 22M and recently started my first ever job as a graduate engineer after finishing my bang last year. I make around PS 1.9K/M. I will try to show the breakdown of my spending in the last 6 months since I have started my job. Around PS 400 of that goes towards the seasonal train pass that I buy per month for a 1HR 30-min journey to my office. I try to keep at least PS 100 for emergencies, and have been trying to save money, but due to their many reasons my parents demand that I transfer all that I have in my account. Since I am from an Asian household, parental respect is a big thing, and from young in every argument I have been told to be grateful for being born. We have to treat our parents like gods and basically serve them to the best of our capabilities to pay them back for raising them. I don't mind this and was happy for once to be able to somehow pay back my parents and have been doing this for the past 6 months. But I am getting tired. My job is stressful and a typical 7.5 HR per day job. I travel by train in the morning and even 1.5 HR each way. Then, since I started going to the gym again after work to take care of my health, I reach home by 10 p.m. Then I basically just eat and sleep. I don't have time for anything else in my life. To solve this, I have started driving practice and booked a driving test soon. I have told my parents that this is so that they don't have to bother driving me to train station and I can do chores for them, but really all I actually want is a bit more independence. The next step in my plan is to save enough money for a deposit and to rent a room in a house share. But I don't know how to bring this up to my parents. Due to the past 6 months, they have started taking my sending them money as normal, and I feel like they consider it theirs. Just today, when I got my salary, they told me to send them PS 1.5K, as they somehow have the account in negative of PS 20000, which I find mind-boggling. I can't understand how they even got to this point. We didn't even do anything special this month. All I know is that they were looking to buy a new fridge, and I advised them to first save money and start monthly payments after a few months. So I have doubts that maybe they paid the full cost up front. I can't imagine how else they can land so deep in negative. Or maybe they just took my payslip as granted and made this decision. At first they asked for PS 2000, but I told them honestly that I don't have that much, so they said okay, then give PS 1.5K. But if I do give them this, then I will again be broke this month with less than PS 100 left after train tickets. I don't know what to do. I think I am stuck in a cycle, and without moving out I would never be independent. I have doubts that maybe they are doing this intentionally to keep me with them. I want to refuse, but this might sour our relationship, which would pain me. I don't know what to do. So I'm not sure how to post updates on Reddit. I tried making a comment but couldn't pin it, so adding it to the post itself. Update 1. I had a serious conversation with my parents today after reading everyone's comments and using the techniques suggested, and I was successful, I think. Well, I brought up that I would like to see the finances, and this just threw them off, and they refused to continue on this conversation and discuss finance with them. They were not willing to show me the bank statements and give a reason why the finances took such a dip. Dad was offended, saying that he never expected that I would talk in this tone with him and audit him when I just straightforwardly asked for some transparency in the finances. They brought up how in our original country many houses have communal system where all the money is given to one person and then they make the purchases for the house. Okay, this coincided with what many people mentioned my parents might be thinking, so spot on you guys. So here lies the problem. They wanted to do this intentionally. As suggested by everyone, I insisted that I wish to have no part in this and want to be independent, but I proposed that I still would contribute a set amount and that we should discuss that then. Well, they absolutely not liking this conversation, and they were very expressive of this. Conversations ensued about how our situation is different and how much they sacrificed. I said okay, I don't deny that, and am just saying that I wish to set an amount that I pay monthly, just like rent. Then they started calling me selfish and blaming these Western ideas of mine came from my friends, well you guys in this case LOL, and that if I really like these ideas so much then don't give them money ever again. So at this point they want to go to the other extreme themselves and not take any money at all. Feeling kinda hurt, I said that I never said that I won't pay back the PS 100K, which BDTDD Dad showed was 120,000 instead, though I don't know where the extra 20,000 came from, and he refused to break that down and do wish to slowly, like I said, pay it in like installments. But they were not willing to listen, and so we ended this with the conclusion that they won't be taking money from me anymore. Well, I was kinda numb at this point and said okay. Then I decided to move on to the topic of moving out, and they said okay to it. I am now confused. But I don't mind because this time my mind is firm and I will find out a house and really move out before their mind changes. All in all, very successful. They do keep expressing how disappointed they are in me in various ways, but I will try to ignore it with a thick skin and start seriously choosing houses. Thank you, everyone. I hope their mind doesn't change before I move out. I will have to be quick. First comment. First off, I am someone completely outside your culture, so while try to avoid being insensitive, please forgive any possible infractions. Step 1. Realize that you are doing this for yourself and your own future. This will probably cause a rift between you and your parents, but it will be because they don't see the value in your life separate from them. Step 2. Start researching home shares, apartments, whatever living situations are available closer to your place of employment. Spending 3 hours on a train is killing any social life you have. Step 3. Start saving money to fund this departure from your parents' home. This time spent saving shouldn't be more than a few months at your current salary. Negotiate with them as to how much rent you will be paying them. Giving them all your money is not a viable option. They need to see this. If the start in with the whole should be happy you were born crap, remind them that your birth was their choice, not yours. If needs be, remind them that because of the 3 hours on the train coming back to their house that you cannot network with your peers and supervisors at work, and it'll be harder for you to get promoted, meaning less money to take care of them when they are too old to care for themselves. Step 4. Actually follow through with your plans and move out. If your parents can't deal with it, sucks to be them. Second comment. Since you have basically always transferred all your money to your parents, I assume you have zero money skills. This is not your fault, but unfortunately it is your problem. Luckily, there are many great resources out there to help you with budgeting, saving, investing. All you need to know. Be careful though. A lot of those are either stupid or malicious and wrong. Here is a rule of thumb: if they promise high returns, don't. If they promise financial freedom in 30 years, run. If they want you to pay for a course, run. If they mention crypto as a safe investment, run. If they talk about safety nets, budget plans, ETFs, pension plans, tax benefits, and talking about a return of investment between 4 to 7% and offer their advice for free or all in a single book for about €30 or less, those you can generally trust. If you ever need any help with judging sources, you can always DM me. I've seen too many people who have not been taught how to deal with money get into too many problems. I'm no expert, especially not for UK-specific rules, but I do know how to judge sources. Third comment. Hey up, I'm not Asian, but I've taught in Korea, Japan, Thailand, India. All cultures are amazing, but you are not living there. You are living in a country where having money in your bank account and building credit score is more important than your parents' wishes. They don't need your money. They just want your money to control you, for your own good. If you don't have money, you cannot move out, so you will forever be with them, as is the norm. And then they will find you a nice girl that they will approve so that she can take care of them while you work and you give them your money. And then they die and your money goes to church, because God will provide. That's my experience living in Asia for many years. What I really want you to understand is that breaking the cycle doesn't mean that you love your parents less. It means that you are pragmatic and that you do what is best for you and your future, in the culture you are living now. Tell them that you are putting money away for your future wedding. White lie. Take advantage of the fact that you have a roof over your head, spend nothing, and save up. Find your own place and build up the strength for their psychological BS that is going to arrive relentlessly. Because wanting to take care of your future yourself, you are rejecting their way, and under no circumstances pay them rent. They didn't need your rent money for 20 years. They don't need them now.